Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Valheim. I've been playing on this for a little while, so I've got plenty of stuff going. I'm already like an established character here in Valheim. So as you can see, I've got my house. I've got a second floor that doesn't have anything up there really. I've got a nice little hearth with a bed, nice and comfy, comfort level 5. It is very dark. It's so dark. Hang on. What do I need for wall sconces? Wood, copper, and resin. Oh, I gotta go outside. Alright, so on the docket is I am currently wearing a set of troll leather armor, which is made from troll skin. And I want to upgrade it, so we gotta go find some trolls. Which means we gotta go do some troll hunting. Do some troll caves. Now, I should caution you. Troll caves are not for the faint of heart. Alright, so we've got our... this is our charcoal kiln. This is our smelter, which turns raw ore into ingots using coal. We've got our fencing, and around the back here, we have our apiaries. Hello, bees. The bees are happy. So this is our house. So that structure over here is the chimney. See, we got the second floor. We've got a nice porch out front. This is our storage shed. This is where we keep all the wood and resin and stuff. I don't know why I came in here. Because I don't need anything in here. This was going to be an outdoor crafting area, but it turns out we didn't need it. And over here is the pig pen. So we've got all these boars. So right now I'm just working on building up our herd. Oh, we've got a little piggy! We've got a bunch of little piggies. There we go. So building up our herd of pigs. But then basically we can go in there and, slaughter them for meat and leather. Instead of having to go out and find wild boar all over the place. Now, I don't really need to do that. It's not super pressing that I do that because I have a ton of meat and leather. So right now, they're kind of just a little bit of set dressing. We do have some copper, so we could make some wall sconces. So we're going to grab some wood. Got full stacks of wood in here, so we just need to pick up some resin. Oh, wait, they're probably... It went out. Probably need to set it lower. Like there. So that's good. Also gonna put one there. Cool. Now we've got plenty of light. Now you can actually see what it looks like in here. This is our crafting area. So this is our workbench. It is a level 4 workbench, which means basically that we have a bunch of accessories to it. So an adza, aja. I don't know how it's pronounced. We got a chopping block and a tanning rack. And then over here is our forge. We've got anvils and a forge cooler, so a cooling bucket. What that allows us to do, it allows us to make better equipment and upgrade our equipment. Oh, we can put honey over in food. I might also want to go get some neck meat. So necks are little like lizard, weird little like frog lizard things. They almost look like kappas a little bit. So we can go find one. There's usually a couple right outside here. There we go. So there's one. It's called a neck. And you can harvest their tails for food. And their tails are a really good source of like protein. So you'll get pretty decent stats out of it. There we go. It did drop a tail. So we got that. All right. So all these markers are places that I've been to that I've marked. So we do have a couple of troll caves. He might be. As in, he might be all perched up and lounging on the bed, but I don't know if he's like actually asleep. Oh no, I hear him pitter pattering. No. All right. So first thing, I'm gonna go back into my base so that way I don't get mauled by a gray dwarf or a boar or a neck. All right. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go get the best boy. Oh. I'm gonna look that way. Oh. 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 There we go. Yeah, I know you. This is weird. Yeah. Let's tilt this down a little bit. There we go. Puppy cam. Rude. All right. Is that enough? No. You not know what you want. Well, you can take this off too. You're not going out. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go back to see Mama. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Woo. Okay. There we go. All right. So you have all been blessed and graced with the presence of the best boy. May this be a blessed evening. All right, so we are going to go down to this area here where it says Troll Cave. And we are going to try not to die. Now that said, we may run into a troll up in the mountains. Up here. That is definitely a possibility. This is thankfully our troll set gives us extra sneak, so that we can avoid detection. Now, I don't want to stay too long in this mountain biome where there's snow because there's freezing temperatures. I just want to see if there's a chest. There isn't. Okay, so we're outies. Oh, hey. Copper and rocks. Oh, and all the remnants of those gray dwarfs that I beat up earlier today. Speaking of which. Another copper deposit here. Take out this gray dwarf. Mark this on our map. Since I'm at the point where I need a lot of copper. Jeez. I want to make sure that I mark any deposits that I find. Alright. That's a structure over there. Okay, so I do see some skeletons. I see... I don't see any trolls. It's a pretty good vantage point, too. Alright, so we need to... Let's see if I can hit one of those skeletons from here. Not bad. Enemies have a tendency to, like... Oh, jeez. Man. Alright, I need to get closer. There's too much variance in how the arrows can fly. What are you doing? He's hacking away up there. Bones, 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 bones. Get up here. I can't. Okay. Cool. Two-handed bone hammer. You mean the deer one? Stag breaker? Because I do have it, but it's super slow, and I need to upgrade it in order for it to actually be useful. I'd rather use my super nifty bronze axe with a shield if I need to get up in melee. Alright. Still no trolls on the outside. Pick up some mushrooms, some thistle. Right, we're getting close to a troll cave. There's one on the coast here somewhere. Nah, there's just a gray dwarf. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Nog. Blueberries. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, now hang on. Just hang on just. I put that there was a troll cave here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, we are gonna restock our meat. Yeah, I mean, I've seen its best use for the Stag Breaker is against the second boss, because of the AoE effect. But I found it does not deal enough damage to handle Grey Dwarves, and that is the vast majority of what I have to deal with right now. All right, we're gonna equip fire arrows. Ooh, and yeah. So trolls are big. Trolls are big. This is going to be interesting. This is not a lot of room to run in. Oh. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. That's a lot. That is a lot. Oh, there's a chest in here. Rubies. Oh, nice. Bone fragments and money. I don't know what money does yet. Supposedly there's a merchant. No mushrooms. I'm going to take these. Now, the thing I don't know is if that just an ambient sound effect. I think so. Oh, amber. Oh, I don't have space for amber. We can drop resin. We don't need that. Or I have an idea. Place that. Place the little cooking thing. Boop. There we go. So we can cook our necktail. Just waiting for it to cook. It's like a little bit like Monster Hunter, in that there's like an animation to tell you when something's done, and you have to sit there and, well, so if you let things sit for too long, they will burn and they'll turn into coal. So you have to sit there and babysit your food. And then we're gonna break this down, because who knows if trolls come back and repopulate caves. I don't. I know it would appear that for burial mounds, skeletons don't repopulate them. And I don't know if that's just because skeletons are undead. So it doesn't make sense if they would, like, repopulate. But I mean, they respawn out here, so I think. No, yeah, I have to say, much prefer fighting trolls on my turf than on their turf. This'll. It's troll cave, troll cave. Alright, so we still got those. Yeah, yellow bar is stamina. So food, we talked about this on the podcast, but so eating food increases, so I can show, so increases your maximum health, increases your maximum stamina, and gives you passive health regen. And different types of food will have different amounts that they improve it by, have different healing values, as well as have different durations. So typically, cooked meat is kind of the best, followed by grilled necktail, and then you have like your fruits. Honey is really good for recovering hit points, and also, like, is it super buff? But it has a very short duration. All right, so we're oh boy. Oh Jesus, right there. Oof. That was a big hit. There we go. Troll trophy. Oh, we gotta lose something to pick up the troll trophy. I think if we wait, we'll have to eat our grilled necktail. Oh, this has 2 chests. So we can take that. We can take that. We can take rubies. Ruby, amber. Amber over here. What's in this one? Money, bones, rocks. You know what? We can. I don't want great dwarf eyes. I don't want any more. I have too many of them. And we can ditch resin. Again, gray dwarves just show up in armies, in droves. And so I have a lot of resin, and I have a lot of gray dwarf eyes. Now I want to drop something for this trophy. You cannot eat more grilled neck. I don't want to just like drop the mushrooms, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Maybe, or the raspberries. We're gonna drop the raspberries. I don't understand why do I keep hearing ambient troll noises if there's no troll in here? That's not okay, game. How dare you? Oh, more amber. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. You're not allowed to make ambient noises of monsters when there are no monsters present. That's not cool. Okay. So I think we can. Oh, there's another one. All right. So you see basically where my cursor is. You can see the troll off in the distance. And we'll get to see some of its smashing capabilities. Come on. Attack the tree. Or not. Oh, that was a big hit. That was big. That was a big hit. That hurt. Up here that I can't pick up. Nothing. I can pick up everything. All right. So I am now fully tapped out. Listen, you. I can't. I don't know why I waited for that. I can't pick up anything else. I am at the limit. So I need to invoke the power of Eikthyr, who is like one of the Forsaken, which means that as an Alliance player, I blame them for all of the problems that are happening in World of Warcraft right now. No, just kidding. They're basically like demigods, and Eikthyr is like a giant dire stag. So when you invoke his power, which you get after defeating him, your stamina consumption is greatly reduced while running and jumping for a while. Basically an abandoned village up here. They might use this as like a secondary base. It's got pre-made structures. Just build a big old fence around this place, and yeah, I mean it's got an area for a garden. So I can cut up through here. We also want to be on the lookout for any beehives. So in structures like this, in these abandoned houses and everything, there may be giant beehives that you can shoot down, and it will destroy the beehive and give you a queen bee. which is used to build a beehive. Oh, feathers and flint are good for making arrows. You know what? We can substitute rocks. That noise. Some kind of deer. It's just wandering around. Drop. You know what? Here, go away. So I got 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left on the buff. We can basically marathon sprint our way back to our base. Sure. So the skills in this game are done Oblivion style. Running is a skill. Wow, this is really dark. You guys able to like see this on stream? Pretty well. Like I can't tell if it's just my my monitor on that side that's really dark. Oh, hey, a house here. Okay. The door. So that might be. Abandoned house. I mean, it might be nighttime. It's just like it looks a lot darker on stream than it does on my main monitor. So I just wanted to make sure. What we got here? Runestone. Okay, so it's just talking about Grey Dwarfs. So, let all who read me beware of the Grey Dwarfs, the skulkers in darkness, the soulless ones. They are born from rot and rainfall. They spring like mushrooms from the smoking soil. There is nothing on their tongues or behind their eyes. Those who fear nothing should still fear them. When the soul of a murderer or a great sinner rots under the ground, it makes a hollow cyst which draws rock and wood and moss to it. It gathers up the peat into flesh, braids reeds into bone, and takes rags for skin. It should not walk, but when night comes, it walks. Should you who read this see one with a sword to your hand, lance it and let it out, or put it to the torch, for it fears the flame. Yeah. I mean, basically, it's like a cross between a twig blight and a ghoul. Except, like, it doesn't, like, seek to crave your tasty flesh. I mean, if anything, it just throws rocks at you. Or tries to beat you up with a rock. So really, it's more like a twig blight in D&D. Which are, sort of angry, tree spirits. They're like malevolent plant creatures. Yeah, so these are Grey Dwarves. And at a certain point, they get annoying. You know what? Take that. Luck for days. Use flint on what? Oh. Right. Started to auto run there for a sec. I don't know what was going on. There. Point blank. We're almost home. Almost. Oh, I don't have the buff up anymore. So all these trees that you see railing. Take that. So all these trees that you see you can cut them down. So the little ones, you know, how it says beach. The big ones that say beach. Birch. Like, you could go through and systematically clear cut everything. But the fact that, like, basically all of these, like, destructible objects are on screen, and I'm getting the performance that I am, is really impressive. No. So there is no cutting the grass in this game. Oh, here we go, rainstorm. So now you notice that my character has a wet debuff. So being wet or cold reduces stamina regen. Being wet and cold really reduces stamina regen. So, it's often advised to get yourself into shelter, dry off. Is this a full-fledged storm? Yeah, full-fledged storm. All right. We're gonna check our smelter and everything. We got a bunch of copper. We have no room, so we're gonna toss the copper. Throw that in there. Thankfully, the piggies don't seem to mind. What are those sideways things in the air? You mean the lines going through the air? So that is basically an indicator of wind direction. So it's just to signify wind. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so seeds. We have carrot seeds. Anything else? Thistle. There we go. Trophies. So leather, basically troll stuff. Nice. So we'll definitely be able to upgrade a bunch of our troll gear. That'll be good. That'll be huge. Mushroom. Metal and gems. We've got a bunch of rubies. I don't know what to do with them yet, though. Make some bronze. Make that bronze pickaxe. I need 10 bronze. I've got 5. So there we go. Standing next to a fire greatly reduces the amount of time it takes to dry off. Food. Okay, so we do need some kind of food. Yeah, you know what? Let's do yellow mushrooms. Rather, let's eat yellow mushrooms. Don't do drugs. All right. All right. Okay. So this is the hammer in question. The aforementioned Stagbreaker. As you can see, it is a big, mighty hammer. So we can upgrade it. I think I have stuff enough to upgrade it. Yeah. So we probably have enough. I want to make sure I upgrade my troll gear first, though. So we're gonna focus on that. That requires level 5. That also requires level 5. Alright, so I have got... you do not pick up those kind of mushrooms. No. You pick up edible mushrooms. Alright, so... oh, I was gonna upgrade Stag Breaker. So I need core wood and deer trophies. Right, because I do need leather scraps, okay. Do I need deer hide? I don't need deer hide, which seems a bit odd. But that's okay. Trophies! Deer trophy. And core wood is like an intermediate level wood that you get from pine. Alright, so you see how I have like a minute 40 and how it's rapidly reducing my wet debuff? That's because I'm standing next to the fire. So fire helps warm you up and drives you off. Dries you off, not drives you off. Alright, so we'll upgrade this Stag Breaker. We'll upgrade it again. So we got a level 3 Stag Breaker. So we can take this out for a spin and see how it works. I'm still not super convinced, but, you know, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. Another thing of note is that your fires and torches require fuel. No, there's no, as far as I know, there's no poisonous berries. Like we can see we have, our fire currently has 3 out of 10 fuel, whereas a bunch of our torches outside ran out of resin. So what we can do, take one of these stacks of resin and we'll go around and we'll refill all of our torches. Since we have a path that we made to the dock that we built. So we got 14. 1, 2, 3, 5. We can put 3. Oh. Less than that. Less than 3. Much less than 3. And we're out. But yeah. So this way then, like, you see we have a very brightly lit path that we can see easily, even in bad weather, leading all the way back to our base, down to this dock here, where we have our raft. And what we can do is I will show off some of the sailing capabilities. Now, sailing during stormy weather is ill-advised. Do not try this at home. I mean, generally, the first rule of sailing is if you can avoid sailing in stormy weather, do so. That said, you get a speed bonus during stormy weather, so, like, it is, in fact, the most assuming that you can avoid getting capsized, it is the most economical way to travel. Now, that said, we do want to... want to go this way, because... So there is a whole area up here. Whole another, like, island up there that we want to get to. Yeah, do not sail during storms, please. I know from personal experience, it is not fun. And that is like just sailing on a lake in a boat that, you know, it was incapable of capsizing on the lakes here. So it looks like we've got calm seas coming up. One of the things we want to be on the lookout for is if we get far enough out where it changes to the ocean biome, is there be monsters that lurk out on the ocean. Also, the fact that at least with the raft, and like, I'm positioned so that this is sort of the fastest point of sail with the raft, still not going very fast. It's really looking forward to when I can unlock better boats. But also, incorrect. Like, with a square sail like this, the fastest point of sail, and what you should be aiming for, is to be sailing with the wind, so that the wind's behind you blowing directly into your sail. The game has it right now so that you want to be sailing perpendicular to the wind. Which, I don't know why they do that. I'm going to try and make landfall. And just, that just a rock with a weird reflection? We need to investigate. What is this? This is just a rock. It's just a rock. Hi-yi-yi. Like, sometimes you think you found something, like, really cool. And then it turns out you didn't find anything of value. This is where we want to be a little cautious and just see... Just keep an eye out for any particular threats. Anything that's moving. So, like, because I hear gray dwarves. See gray dwarves. Here, more gray dwarves. I don't see them. Oh, ran out of stamina, so I'm no longer seeing them. Oh, there we go. It got dark again. Alright, so this is nighttime. Have enough to make a fire? We don't. We need more rocks. There we go. Build ourselves a fire. Maybe we'll just mark that. There we have a fire there. Oh, I do see there is a hut off in the distance there. But we are approaching 11 p.m. However, I think we'll I think we'll do a little bit of an extended sesh. We'll do an extended sesh. You know. Just because we're having a fun time. We're all having a fun time. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, man. All right. Except I can't upgrade my troll gear any further. So the only thing about fighting trolls from the boat is that trolls walk on the bottom of, like, the ocean and lakes and stuff. So if it's deep enough, you can kill the troll, but then not get any of the stuff. Because it's too far away. And you can't, like, you can swim, but you only swim on the surface of the water. So... Aha! What are you going to do now? I have put rocks in your way. Bam! Oh, jeez. I missed. Yeah, you smashed that log into lumber. So, trolls are one of the ways that you can kind of, like, cheese your way into having... like, advanced wood early on in the game. Because you can encounter trolls relatively early. Trolls can break down any variety of tree. So you can kind of try and lure them into attacking you while they're in front of like a birch tree. And they'll just like demolish it. And if you can convince them to keep attacking and then just keep smashing that tree. Grey Dwarf Shaman off in the distance there. I'm gonna sneak up on him. His neck. There's some kind of break. There we go. One interesting tidbit is, so when you shoot fire arrows and you miss, they get stuck in the ground, and then they stay lit. Yeah, take that, dude. So Greylings are kind of like first tier Grey Dwarves. Wild boar over there. I don't want to tangle with boar right now. Like, boar don't really deal a whole lot of damage to me at this point, but they knock you around, and that creates a problem for when like other enemies show up. Oh. We need to get a bunch of tins so that we can make more bronze. Make some bronze weapons, and if we get enough, we can make bronze arrows. But tin feels like it's a little difficult to come by. Meat. Necks. There we go. Leather scraps. Get necktails? No necktails? Rude. You, give me your tail. There we go. Necktail. Yeah, because I really want to upgrade my pickaxe. So that it takes a lot less energy to mine ore. Oh, geez. Yeah, you see, that's what happens. It's like all of a sudden you just get a whole bunch that just pop out of the woods. And they have a tendency to run in like, I mean, they're really good at evading arrows. Oh, you know, I this whole time realizing that I have Stag Breaker, so I should show it off. All right, so we are capped out as far as our weight limit goes, so we can't pick anything else up. I'll say we can do a little exploring. Don't mind me. I am just carrying this giant hammer through the woods. It also slows you down. Well, there we go. So that they talk about, oh, I guess maybe it's so if you're unarmed, you get a special attack where you just kick people. Oh snap! Come here, deer. You're a 2-point deer. Come back. We're gonna need to use bows for this, I think. Oh yeah, we got him. Oh wait, except we can't pick any of that stuff up. Because we're carrying too much. All right, we throw the rocks. We don't need rocks. Deer trophy. Do we need a deer trophy? We absolutely need the deer trophy. Yeah, we need it more than. I have a whole stack of Great Dwarf Eyes. Oh yeah, see? So notice, fire makes smoke. Smoke is bad. Also, being on fire is bad. What's interesting though is smoke inhalation deals more damage than being on fire. Which is a little odd. Oh, that deer gave me a lot of meat. That's cool. Cool. Oh no, I'm not gonna have room. I'm gonna have to drop something. What am I gonna drop? There's not much I can use thistle for right now. Yeah, but there's a big difference between inhaling smoke and being on fire. Like, you saw my character. Like, right now. Yeah, I was taking 0.2 damage a second. Whereas smoke inhalation... So we can't get close enough for smoke inhalation without also lighting ourselves on fire. So we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to do is head back. We're going to park back at our dock. All right. So yeah, maybe what we'll do is we'll craft a mug when we get back, because I think we have the materials to do that. And I think crafting a mug might open up potions, but I'm not sure. So honey's primary use is for brewing potions and making mead. But I can also use it to craft basically like patio furniture, but just furniture in general. I do need. I have to. I do need more bronze to build a cultivator, which basically a claw digger. Just a little claw digger for your garden. It's a tool to unlock gardening. So that way, then I can plant carrot seeds and get carrots. But I can also grow trees as well, so that I can actually like cultivate trees. So that'll be nice. The only thing is, it seems like you can't cultivate trees that give you the highest tier of wood. But I could be wrong, because I've only chopped down one oak tree. We're gonna need to turn. That's a bit better. I just if I run into some sort of sea critter, it's not going to end well. And so I think what we do is I think we focus on, this area here, our main island, and exploring around here. Um, and trying to get a better boat before going up here, which is where the second boss is. Just because it seems like I'm going to have to do a lot of traveling back and forth. Now, if I find more of an item called a Surtling Core, which it's basically a fire cube. It's imbued with the power of fire. Ooh. I can make portals. So in theory, I could, create a bunch of portals that will allow me to jump to different points around the various islands. We should, in theory, so that I think is our oak tree by our house. So we should start seeing like our dock and stuff come into view. Yeah, there's the two oak trees. We have to basically scuttle our way. Or we could tack. We just tack back and forth till we get to the dock. So for those that don't know, the strategy of tacking is you generally speaking, you can't really sail directly into the wind, right? So if the wind's coming at you, you can't sail directly into it. But you can sail, a certain degree off of it, right? And so what you do is you tack, which is you move basically in diagonal angles across the wind and zigzag your way to where you want to go. Now, also, typically you would have a little bit more momentum so that you could actually do that. But again, rafts are not really well built for sailing. This is a case where we may end up having to, because of the direction that the wind is coming from, we may have to scuttle our way there. And this is what I was talking about on the podcast, where I wish you could craft oars and row your way there, or like craft a rowboat instead of a raft. Because it just feels like a rowboat could go a bit faster than this. dock, right? Oh, there we go. There, it finally loaded in. So while we're doing this, we can take a look at the menus. So the default menu that opens up is the crafting menu. But you can also see this one has your skills. So you can see there's jump, unarmed, sneak, clubs, blocking, axes, running, swimming, wood cutting, bows, knives, pickaxes, swords, and polearms. So axes and wood cutting both use axes. But the difference is what you hit with the axe. So if you hit a tree, it's wood cutting. If you hit anything else with it, it's axes. Those necks off in the distance? They are cool. All right, so we're gonna go hunt some neck. Perfect. Papa would be proud at that docking job. All right, we don't want to waste our good arrows since we don't have very many left. So things have a tendency to panic when something happens. Oop. Neck. Sorry, neck tails, not neck. All right, so we got 4 of them in that venture. There might be some more. There's usually a whole group of them that like to congregate right outside my base. So I hear the trilling of one. Let's see it. Vantage point. Oh, probably this group over here. All right, you know what? We're gonna fight. Paunch. Kick you apart. He'll kick you apart. Ooh. Get any more? I got 1 more. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other glowy stuff, so. Alright. It would have been nice to get more, but. Okay. So now, do we have any wood? We do have wood. Looks like it's regular quality wood, so we can just put it in the charcoal kiln. We should have charcoal in here, so we can just add stuff to the smelter. And so that's kind of the cycle for this game. sort of the grind cycle for this game is you go out, you explore, get crafting materials, um, seeds, no seeds. I dropped them all off. You get crafting materials. You go back to base. You drop them off. You craft stuff. You go back out, etc., etc. I have no idea what I would use all these troll trophies for. None whatsoever. Money. I have another. Okay. So I have another row that I can do. These guys. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, a survival game is going to have that, right? Did I get it? I did get it. Okay. Yeah, I had to do a lot of experimenting with the design of this fireplace, um, because I kept losing my cooked meat behind the fireplace, and so I would have to jump into the fireplace in order to get it. Or when it was much smaller, I would have to dismantle it every time and then jump in order to get the cooked meat. And it was like every time it happened too, so I was like, yeah, I'll redesign it. So the reason why I have a chimney is because there's a smoke. If you don't provide an outlet for that smoke, it will fill up your entire house, and you will start to asphyxiate. All right. We're gonna do blueberries. That's not what we want. All right. We wanna hold on to these. Stack you. Yeah. Yeah. I just wish there were like ways to get other kinds of meat, like that you could tame necks. That would be nice. But like you currently can't. And so on the one hand, like it's great that you can tame boars, but I'm also, as you saw if you were looking in that, as you're looking in here, I'm not at a shortage for roasted meat. We're gonna do this. So at some point we're gonna have to go get some copper. Because we are out. How much do I need to make that pickaxe? I need 10. We got what, 6? 6. So I need a bunch of copper. So to make bronze, you need, for every tin, you need 2 copper. Go check on the bees. Oh, so much honey. So much honey. are sleeping. Yeah, so basically, the bees can be unhappy. Or rather, the bees will tell you that they need more space if you put them too close to buildings. Um, oh, right, I was going to make a mug. They don't know what kind of wood we need, so we're going to grab fine wood, core wood. I know it's definitely not regular wood. Tankard. Okay, so it's fine wood and resin. Right, so we put the core wood back. Grab the resin. Close the door. We don't live in a barn. Drop that off. Repairing also does not appear to cost any materials. New item, tankard. Alright, so that did nothing. Oh, right. We were gonna craft some furniture. I'll put some furniture on my porch. So we're gonna do chair, chair. But table, I think, with a bench. Yeah, so you can sit at the bench. Sit in the chair. Yeah. Nice. It's the little things. You know, that when you're in some sort of weird afterlife dimension, trying to get to Valhalla or whatever, like sometimes you just want to be able to make a front porch. You know? No processable items. Plenty of that. Alright. Think we go sleep. That's the idea. Forest rises before you, dragging the trees upward like a cloak, its dark mass hiding the stars. The mountain's peak, vast antlers frame the moon. So, all right, I think that's a good place to stop for this session. Thank you all for joining me. Tomorrow, well, so if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. We'll definitely be playing this again at some point, so stay tuned for this series. And have a wonderful time.